Ripple's chief legal officer just came out with a huge interview regarding the SEC appeal. We're going to talk XRP price action at the end, along with the Fed rate cuts. We might be getting 2 this year, if not 1 guaranteed.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
And I'm also going to show you how to spot a bogus article in People Farming Engagement. Heatmap, no, your comments come first. Chris Cruciate says, $500 million XRP and no change to the price. This is becoming really painful because we're watching lots of sells too. It is very frustrating. I think emotion-wise, if we could give ourselves just one word, it would be frustration. Blaine Curry says, the buyer was Torres or Gensler. Well done. Always good to throw a little humor in there. And Manny Fikmin says, man, Klaus, I'm starting to think you're a fortune teller. Everything you say comes true every week. You say XP needs to hold over the weekend, and that happened. You said CPI needed to come lower, and it did. Your word is gold, bro. Only person I trust. So I got to ask, what's the future looking at? And thank you for the support. The future is all about Fed rate cuts. The future is also about SEC appeal. Chief Legal Officer from Ripple, Stuart Alderati, got his most recent comments. Just did an interview. I'm going to share it with you. Bitcoin sitting at 59,666. ETH is 26.55. Well, BNB's at 537. XRP's at 57 cents. We're going to talk XRP price action along with XLM sitting at 9.4 cents. By the way, any Cardano fans in the house? Chang Hard Fork ain't doing crap for the price. So watch out for bogus BS articles like this one here. And then we're going to get into juicy news because I've got some odds for you. And I know you all like the odds. Ripple CEO discusses XRP's chance to totally take over Swift. So this was a brand new article that came out. And they were citing this person right here. Crypto Barbie. Okay, whatever. 46,000 views. This is from Davos 2023. Like, it's over a year old. This isn't like a new story. Come on now. Quit trying to repost stuff that's a year old, making it seem like it's new. Come on. Scammy and gross. All right, Fed interest rate cuts. Polymarket's got some juice here, everyone. And look at this. 15% chance for the September 18th meeting for a 50 basis point cut, 25 for the 80. So you add those two together, 85, 7% on the hold. Think about that. All right, now look, go over to CME. They're a bit more optimistic here, and they actually have been for a little bit longer. For real, the odds on Polymarket are starting to shift where these have been staying optimistic. Same thing, CME Group is saying, hey, 75% chance that we're going to get 1 cut in the September meeting, 25% chance that we're going to get 2 cuts, and that's 75% just for 1. So if you think about it, you add the odds together, it'd be like 100% chance that we're going to get a cut right before the election. Now, that would pump the economies. That would be good. Now, people out there saying, oh, but lowering rates would be bad. Lowering rates is good for crypto. The reason why they're lowering rates, though, is bad for crypto. And a lot of misinformation gets spread around about this. Oh, bro, they cut rates. It's going to hurt crypto. No. The reason they're lowering rates is because the economy is starting to suffer. It is not growing as robustly as they would like. Inflation is still rough. Those are all things that are hard on crypto, hard on risky assets. That's why you're seeing some struggles with the heat map of things really break out. And I mean like everything breaking out, not just like BTC or BNB, but like the whole map, like when it was 2021, 2022. Yeah, exactly. When people had more discretionary funds. So when they start cutting rates, that's to fix a problem that is there. Rate cuts do not make prices go down. Rate cuts make prices go up because more people can invest in the risky stuff for less money. Think about it. If you were paying 50 to 100 basis points less per loan, oh, okay. My wife and I were talking about doing like some house buying stuff, okay? And we were looking at it, and it was something like if we were to wait a year to buy a house, we were thinking there'd be maybe 4, 5, up to 6 rate cuts at that time. That's like $300, $400, $500, $600 less a payment. That's crazy if you wait a year. So you're telling me that money's not sitting on the sidelines waiting for them to cut rates? Of course they are. Now let's get into the real news and then XRP price at the end. Ripple Executive Chief Legal Officer Stuart Alderati has done an interview, and oh my gosh, this is what he's got to see. He said, if the SEC were a rational actor, they should just move on from this case, Alderati stated, pointing out that the court found no victims or lawsuits associated with Ripple's actions. There are no allegations of fraud, he added, highlighting that the case does not align with the SEC's core mission of protecting investors. the SEC is all about protecting investors. Then how come they didn't find Do Kwon before it happened? What about Sam Bankman-Fried? What about Mashinsky 3AC? You know what I'm talking about. Babble. Yeah, I could keep going on and on. Crypto Hot Potato. They went after Ripple to slow him down. And what Stewart is saying is, look, I think we will win. In fact, Stewart's like, look, we've got like a 90% chance that we will win an appeal. But what he's saying, though, is the SEC has just been playing like by their own crap rules this whole time, and he doesn't hold it against them for throwing it. Despite the clear victory for Ripple, Alderati remains cautious. He emphasized that the SEC's actions in crypto space have not always been rational, raising the possibility that the regulator might still appeal. So what he says, I wouldn't be surprised if the SEC does appeal. XRP status as a security and secondary market trading of XRP not as securities transactions, that is the law of the land. An appeal would not change this legal precedent. And that's the whole thing. He's saying, look, even though that they could appeal, they're going to lose. He goes, wouldn't surprise him if Gary would do it anyways. And I think that's the big problem is this is really just delayed Ripple's development. And I think Ripple's development RLUSD, they're going against Circle, Jeremy Allaire, USDC. So think of how much more of like an advantage that gives USDC out there versus Ripple on their stable coin. This is like, you can't make up that time. That's lost time. How would you feel if you couldn't do a certain business venture for 2-3 years straight because of legal action, right? You're just sitting on your hands. That's not fun. You don't want to do that. All right. Price action in regards to XRP. Yeah, its volume is not the best. 595 million for the last 24 hours. Okay, not that juicy. You go to the candlesticks and it is nothing sexy at all. Switch it on over to the 15 minutes just to show you the near-term action, and it's been, yep, erasing 50% of the chore is ruling. We're sitting here basically going sideways, waiting for early next week. Fed presidents, that's in a couple days. Fed presidents are going to be talking along with their meeting minutes being released. So that's all about this stuff right here. That's why I brought this up. Because the Fed doesn't meet this month, but their meeting notes are being released in a couple days. They're also going to be talking, if any of these Fed presidents are like, yep, we're definitely going to start cutting rates, look for the market to pump. That's what we've all been waiting for. The signal that the Fed's going to cut rates, we then just have to digest inflation. Really crap when it comes discretionary spending, right, with the consumer, because we know retail has been the only one really pumping the market. That would help out rates, which would help out all of the market pump up better. So when Manny goes, Klaus, what's the future all about? The future is all about rates. Can we get rates under control without crushing the economy? Will housing stay a problem? It's been staying a problem. But can we wait a year where those rates take effect and start helping housing out? Can we get some CPI number into the twos? Can we get some like lower than that, so to make sure that we're not freaking like just gouging everyone price-wise? Because again, if retail is paying a lot for everything, retail doesn't have money for crypto. Look, I'll shoot it to you straight. These next few months are going to just totally rock your blood pressure, get the anxiety brewing, because not only are we talking rate cuts, talking Middle East tension, talking about a little bit of monkeypox or mpox. We're also talking about presidential election in the United States, and that doesn't look to be shaping up too cleanly at all. We've also got global protests regarding what? Immigration stuff, inflation stuff. So there is a ton of things going on. And oh, I forgot. No regs in sight that are good for crypto. So this is going to be a rough one, but we've got a lot of positives out there that I'm looking forward to, and I cannot wait to see what the Fed presidents say. If there's anything worthwhile that comes out of any of them morons, don't worry, I'll be sure to share it with you. So hit that subscribe button, notification bell, so you don't miss out. If you like what you saw, drop me a like. I know it's not news like everyone else. I know I'm not sitting there telling you, oh my God, we're going to go XRP to 10 million buybacks and back. No. Give you the news, whether it's good or bad, happy or sad. I'll catch you cool cats later. Cody Co's been silent. Choo choo, bitches.